Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I will be showing you guys the brand new Snapshot 25w32a. So yeah, here I have a chest and a crafting table for to show you guys the crafting recipes and stuff for everything, and I have like everything new that was added in the Snapshot right here. So yeah, let's begin. So to start off with, these are all of the new items added in the Snapshot, except these are just like stuff that I prepared for crafting. So yeah. Now, to start off with, I'm gonna begin with the copper torch. Now, basically, if I open my my F3, oh wait, no, I don't have F3 right now. But basically, if I take regular torches and stuff as well, wait, I have a texture pack that makes them 3D. My bad. Basically, if I get this and just like put them right next to each other, this is how every torch looks in comparison. Now, I really like how there's just different colors of torches. And like they just keep adding on to their collection. I like that a lot. But yeah. Obviously there's also lanterns, so if I grab a copper lantern, a regular lantern, and a soul lantern, we can compare those two. So we have a copper, regular, and soul. So yeah, this is how all of the lanterns look. I think they look pretty good, like especially the new copper one. But yeah. This video is not like other lanterns. I'm showing you guys a comparison between the new copper stuff and the old ones. And yeah, now, there isn't like any specific copper fire. Like we only have fire for these two in the game right now. Although I feel like there definitely could be potential for maybe like lighting a copper block on fire or like making a special copper, flint, and steel, because we have flint and steel, right? So like something like flint and copper, I don't know, man, but like something to do with copper that could be a flint and steel, or you just light like a copper block on fire and it makes that. Because the reason the flame on this is green is because in real life when you light copper on fire, it basically emits a green flame. That's why. So yeah, what I think they could do is maybe add like a campfire kind of, oh, how am I misspelling this bad? They could add like a copper campfire or something, and like, or maybe they could just make it so you can light the regular campfire with like a special copper, flint, and steel. You get my idea? So yeah, I feel like there's definitely potential for that. I saw like an idea from 2 years ago for that, which now that a lot of new copper stuff to do with green like flames and stuff is in the game, I think that's very possible. But yeah, back to the update. Basically, to start off with, we have a copper torch. This only has one variant, which is this one. We also have copper lanterns, which wait, let me change this real quick because it oxidized. I forgot. We have copper lanterns here, which can oxidize, and they also can be waxed. So yeah, but we also do have wait, let me just get this honeycomb and an axe, maybe. Let's get copper axe, sure. Okay. So basically, we also, alongside these lanterns, have copper bars, which are exactly like iron bars. And yeah, I'll show the crafting recipe for all of this stuff in a minute. Now you can put like honeycomb on them too, like this, to wax them and like wax off like that. You get the idea. But yeah, because they're pretty much like any other copper stuff. But if I get iron bars, I can also show you that iron bars also connect to these. See? They also connect to the copper bars. So yeah, I think these copper bars look pretty cool. I still personally prefer the look of the regular iron bars. I don't know, they're just a bit like cooler in my opinion, more OG in a way. But I think the new stuff looks cool too. I love the copper lanterns, they look really cool. And yeah, we also have copper chains, which are like regular chains which have been, well, they've had a name change. Oh yeah, sorry, I need to like fix this real quick. Basically, these copper chains also oxidize. You can also like do this and stuff, and you know, like man, you get the idea. So yeah, I think they're also pretty cool. Now, what I was talking about a name change is basically the old regular chains have now been changed to be called iron chains instead of just chain, and that does make sense because now we have copper chains too. So yeah, I think this is pretty cool. So yeah, this is a pretty nice update. Now, next up we have the crafting recipes for all of this stuff. So I'm gonna take all of this And yeah, to begin with, we're gonna talk about the copper torches crafting recipe. So basically, you start off by making like a regular torch like this, but see, torch, when you put a copper nugget above it, it makes copper torches. Now basically, I think this is a pretty realistic crafting recipe, low-key, because how you craft the regular torch is like this, and the coal kind of is the flame on it, because I don't know, the coal kind of acts as a fuel source for a flame. But when you add the copper at the top, it's like it's burning the copper and making the green flame because it's burning the copper. So yeah, obviously you can do this with like legit any variant of the torch. Of course, you can also do like not any variant, but like any variant of crafting recipe. You can do it with charcoal. You get the idea. Pretty nice, pretty cool. And we also have the crafting recipe for the copper chains, which are exactly like iron chains, but you just do this with copper. And we also had a change in the crafting recipe. So copper trapdoors used to be crafted like this, but now that's how you craft copper bars, because it's exactly how you craft iron bars with iron ingots. So yeah, and they made it a little more realistic. And now this is the new trapdoor recipe, which is identical to the iron trapdoor recipe, except with copper instead. So yeah, you get the idea. I think it's honestly a very cool update. I really like the idea of having another torch and new lanterns that also oxidize, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, now in terms of light levels and stuff, these actually don't act like copper bulbs. Like, depending on the oxidation, it doesn't really matter because they'll still always have the exact same light level. And yeah, they have these have the exact same light level, like the copper lanterns, as a regular lantern. So if I just get these have the exact same light level as this. So yeah, now that's also the same for the copper torch. It has the exact same light level as a regular torch. So if I get this, the exact same light level. I don't have my F3 menu ready right now because I'm using a different keyboard that doesn't let me press like F keys, but it still works. So yeah, it emits the exact same light level as a regular torch. Now I do think they could do some like updating to that, because I don't know, I feel like it could be cool to have the light kind of slowly get dimmer as it oxidizes the copper lantern, because I mean, I don't know exactly how that would work for builds, that's the thing, but because if someone wants to use like a brighter lantern but it's like really dim, then the lighting will be pretty bad. But like, I don't know, I feel like there is definitely something they could do in terms of light levels and stuff. Now I'm gonna time set day real quick because yeah, we don't need this. There was another change made to the shelves, so I'm gonna take shelves like this. I'm gonna just put a few here. I can just lay out like the whole kind of 3x3 setup. Not really 3x3, just like 3 shelf setup like this. Just get like levers as well. Basically, they changed how stuff are positioned on the shelves. I'm not gonna put a shelf on a shelf because that's weird. But yeah, I mean that's how it looks. Basically, oh that's cool. Now the items kind of just sit at the bottom of the shelf, which yes, it is more realistic. Although I feel like they looked a bit better when they were centered. I can see myself getting used to this if they just don't decide to change it. Although I feel like it looked a bit better before, even though it was more unrealistic. Because usually, for example, in real life, items, well, things just sit on the shelf. They don't kind of float in midair, like stuck to it or whatever. But yeah, that's kind of just the main change to it. Nothing too crazy. Although I don't know, I have seen a lot of people who say the exact same thing. That it is more realistic, but it looked better before. I don't know, though. I feel like it's fine. Like, I could definitely get used to this. But, yeah. That's just the main change to the shelf. So, yeah. Anyway, that's kind of everything. There are a ton of bug fixes, which I'm not going to go over right now. I will only go over one of them, which is that sheep have been eating half as fast as they should for around 4 years. Like, a little under 4 years. They've been eating grass a lot less of like half of the time they should have been. So yeah, now that's been fixed, so now they will eat grass at a regular pace again. So yeah, we're good. but it has been 4 years, so I don't know how that really affected sheep farms and stuff. I'm not really a type of guy to like make a ton of farms, but yeah. I think pretty cool update overall. I feel like this is a pretty big update in terms of like everything added, because we have all the copper stuff, we have the shelves. Overall, this is a pretty peak update. I really like this update so far, and yeah. Well, yeah, that's kind of everything, and that's it for Snapshot 25w32a. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!